Is going to be Matt Steamroller for Vola. That's my dude. I think he can get it done. I think he can get it done with the hands. I think he can get it done with the wrestling. The confidence is what I love going into this fight. The last two people.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I appreciate it. Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be here. What you got for me?
We're gonna have you react to some of the comments of last week.
Oh yeah, I'd love to do this. All right, let's get it started. First, we have Megadon. The streak ends here. Oh, if only your virginity could end here. Let's go to the next one. LC Dime says this is where that streak ends. Unfortunately, it did not end, but this is the same couch that I kind of ended your mom on. King Eddie 91 says definitely fading. Thank you. No, gracias de nada. You know what I mean? Oh, her. Hayer says the dumbest argument from Jacob about good chin. Laugh out loud. The guy takes tons of damage and still finishes opponents. It's not like his fights go the distance, so getting dropped affects the outcome. He'll finish Frivola in the first round. Bro, huge miss, says Diego Duran. Usually agree with your locks, but this one is outrageous. Diego Lopez has a better chance than Frivola winning. If I'm wrong, sue me, deadass, and take my bank account information. Holy shit, that dude's about to go broke. I'm about to steal all $12 of his bank account. Squatty shit says you gotta be high. Can't wait to see your live reaction when Dober gets that first round KO. Hopefully you enjoyed that reaction here today. Crouch says Dober, one of the most confident picks. Don't like your take on this one, Chief. Probably one of your worst picks I've seen of yours. The worst pick was choosing your mom to go out with me Friday night. What a sloppy mess she was. Tell her she can't start drinking until 3 p.m. these days. Megadon again, Smith or Yanjinan are better locks. For Bullet doesn't have the striking to KO Dober. The guy looked good against Valdez and Azatar, who was coming off a 3-year layoff. That really doesn't say much. Bryant Quinn says Drew has one punch KO power. Frivola has been KO'd twice in the UFC. I gotta fade, man. Rex says Harley, fade your picks, Jacob, but this one ain't it. You gotta respect Chad the Chin Dober. Those were good. Those were good. Was that?
So we actually have one more for you to watch, and it's a video clip.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this.
Actually jump to the lock of the week. Underdog, lock, again. We're going for the trifecta. I'm riding with a Gracie this time. It's Kron Gracie as an underdog. We're going to bring up at the same time Drew Dober. Both fighters that I am picking to get wins. I actually see them both getting finishes too.
Oh, so that's how you're going to play it. You going to do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
I'm a cat-toe, pistol holding nigga on your damn street. Jumping, bumping, every car off in this damn thing. Throwing the balls up at these soldiers, screaming and bleeding from their nose. But when we start, it's where we make them niggas hit the flow. Ain't no game off in this thing. We be deep off in your party. Call my niggas get it started. And with niggas be the hardest. So if a nigga come and run they matches like a hoe, punch him dead up in his nose and stomp his ass out to the floor.
Yeah, we nucky and bucky and ready to fight. I bet ya I'ma throw them dice.
Most confident playing was Drew Dober on somebody else's lock of the week.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to We Want Picks. My name is Jacob, aka the Freckled Salamander, here to bring you my lock of the week video for UFC Charlotte. But as you saw, we are on an absolute tear. Last week we had the steamroller for Vola for our underdog lock of the week to make it 4 in a row. And I also added that clip as well. You're gonna start seeing all these Dr. Thunders popping up on everybody's channel, but I don't blame them. Listen, the underdog lock of the week is such a fantastic idea. If I didn't think of it myself, I would be copying it as well. I've been doing this thing for over 2 years now. You can go to wewantpicks.com/lock and see the tracker. Once we started tracking, I've been doing Lock of the Week for over 2 years. We started taking it seriously last year. We've got it fully tracked in there. If you don't want to make your own video copying the Underdog Lock of the Week, you can just simply vote. And we are going to have a community tab to see who is smarter, me or the community, for Underdog Lock of the Week. Last week, you guys chose Crone Gracie. You guys did choose Crone Gracie, so go to wewantpicks.com/lock. Vote to see who the community lock of the week is for this week. That page and voting is completely free, but if you want to go to wewantpicks.com and become a premium member today, it is only $10 a month. You get my picks, Angela's picks, Arden's picks, DraftKings, Lion Movement, all sorts of good stuff. Just go visit the website. Go to wewantpicks.com, check it out. If you see what you like what you see, consider becoming a premium member, support the channel, get some tools to help yourself as well. Only $10 a month. With that said, let's get into Lock of the Week for UFC Charlotte. So for UFC Charlotte, there is a few underdogs that I'm like, okay, I can see this, but overall, this feels like a pretty favorite heavy card. So we just got to get through this week. We got to get to 5 in a row, and I think it's going to be smooth sailing after that. And as always, if you want to talk your shit, that's fine. Talk your shit, but leave a comment as well, making sure that you list your lock of the week. Have the balls. If you don't agree with mine, say I don't agree with it, but put your lock of the week in the comments below for UFC Charlotte. And I'll say right now, if you guys did not like the steamroller for Vola pick, which there was a lot of you, there was more comments than I listed about, oh, what a stupid pick, you stupid ass, what are you doing? You don't know shit about fuck. You're definitely not going to like this one, man. Let's get right into it. The lock of the week for 5 in a row, on our way to the record-setting 10 for UFC Charlotte, is none other than...
I won't deny you, I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. Got the police watching me. But you can't touch.
Looking for that takedown, takes him up against the bringing down punches.
My ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider. So many battlefield scars while driven in plus cars. It's like it's a rap star. It's nothing without God. It's boom, rough and rugged. I'm dressing the man public. My attitude is fuck it. These motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Most maintain composure at ease. Don't like it's complicated. Only what you make it to be. And my ambitions as a rider. The got to watch she hot and horns go up beside her. Then I spit some game in the ear. Go to the telly ho. He put with money in the bin. Cause bitch I'm belly broke. I'm smoking bomb ass weed. Feeling crucial. From player to player. The game's fight. The feeling's mutual. From hustling and prayers to begging motherfuckers to pay.
That's right, Pete Rodriguez is back with a vengeance. He was going to be my lock of the week 3 weeks ago. Whenever that fight was, the fight dropped. I was devastated. We still pulled out a win. I'm not going to back up my guy now. He's my lock of the week. Then why the hell would he not be my lock of the week this week? Now, listen, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, no, here we go. You nailed the Frivola, but what are you doing with this week? Listen to the analysis, because I've broken down these fighters to a T. Natan Levy, let's ignore the grappling right now, because I do think that he probably does have a grappling advantage in this fight. Now, listen, Pete started as a jiu-jitsu base. I don't think he's got the wrestling with the Natan Levy. But as far as just a jiu-jitsu practitioner, I think he's going to be okay if the fight goes to the ground. But in the striking, I feel Pete Rodriguez holds a massive advantage in the striking. And this is exactly why. Natan Levy is a kickboxer, but he's mostly kicks. Everything that he does successfully is going to be with his kicks. I would say 75% of everything he wants to do is with his kicks. Now, he's a southpaw, and the success of his kicks come with his left kick against conventional fighters, and he's very good at it. He blasts the inside leg, he goes to the body, he goes to the head, he mixes it up, and he really hurts people with the body kick to a conventional fighter, and then he mixes it up and goes to the head for the head kick. Pete Rodriguez can fight southpaw. So all of a sudden, 80% of Natan Levy's tools in the striking with his kicks is now gone. You can't kick the body on a southpaw. You need much more dynamic striking than just that left kick against a southpaw fighter. I mean, it's just not going to be there. And if you look at the boxing of Natan Levy, he's not good at it, and he doesn't do it. If you guys rewind and rewatch that highlight video of when he's in actual boxing exchanges, when he's in the pocket boxing, he is getting hit, and he does not like getting hit, and he does not like getting pressured. He will just kind of circle out and try to run away from boxing pressure because he knows he's not a good boxer and he gets hit. And Pete Rodriguez is a very good boxer. His whole family is mixed martial arts. He is a good boxer. I understand. Jack Della Maddalena lighting his ass up with that jab. Natan Levy doesn't possess the jab of JDM. Nobody possesses the jab of JDM. And still, Pete Rodriguez was landing some decent combinations. I know Mike Rodriguez was a nobody, but Pete Rodriguez did what he needed to do. He is now at MMA Lab. He is looking very, very honed in. In that Mike Jackson fight, you could tell that he was locked in. He was about to get a little bit too crazy. He dialed it back. I think these coaches have him absolutely locked in. And the biggest change of all is him coming from 170 down to 155. I think this is going to be a very natural weight class for him. It's not going to be this one-time thing. He's doing it on short notice, just taking, I believe it's a complete body change. It looks like he is changing his body, and if he brings that 170 power down to 155, and he gets in the face of Natan Levy, who, yes, can grapple, but he wants to strike. He wants to strike. You see it in his fights. He loves striking because he has success in the striking. He's going to come down. He said in interviews, I got to bite down and get the respect of Pete Rodriguez, otherwise he's going to stay in my face. Petey boy, P-Rod is going to get in this dude's face. He's going to pressure him. He's going to get in boxing exchanges. And when it becomes a boxing match, Pete Rodriguez is 10 times the boxer that Natan Levy is. Watch his fights. Natan Levy gets hit in boxing exchanges, and he's going to get hit by Pete Rodriguez, and he's going to get knocked out. And Angelo was running his mouth all last night in the podcast. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. You know what? I will do that, Angelo. This is the safety parlay versus the lock of the week. If you guys don't know the safety parlay, Angelo's got this little parlay where he picks his favorites, and it wins at a historic rate. It's like 70% win rate. He does fantastic with it. This is the first time the lock of the week has gone up against the safety parlay. One of us will fail, and it ain't going to be me. This is 5 in a row. So guess what, Angelo? This is what I did for Pete Rodriguez, going for 5 in a row. I put $500 on Pete Rodriguez at +2, whatever this is. And then I also put another 50 spot on Pete Rodriguez to get it done in the first round. Like I said, lock of the week, I will always put my money where my mouth is, and I believe in this kid, and he is going to be my lock of the week. That's not a premium bet. That is just my separate bet to show you guys that I will not tell you to do something unless I am doing it myself. I can't wait for this to hit. Pete Rodriguez, UFC Charlotte, lock of the week. Let's run it, baby. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like the video before you go. And I am Jacob, a.k.a. the Freckled Salamander, going for 5 in a row. I'm out.